G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and today I'm gonna join the thread called 10 Songs with God on Our Side. I first saw this on Guz69, spelled Guz69. I'll leave his link down below. Amazing video. He's like a metal man, but the production of how he put it together, probably rivals Sean Spins. It's incredible. And so that inspired me to do this, and having a look at that, I also realized that the Garage Geek did one as well. And originally it was done by Scott Spinner 1, who I was unaware of until I backtracked with all of these videos, who come up with the initial idea. But I'm gonna go, he didn't necessarily pick songs which had God in the title, but they were either songs which were, of a spiritual nature. But I'm gonna go with Garage Geek's style and go with God in the title. Now, myself, I'm not a God botherer, but I thought I could do this because there's enough Australian bands out there with good songs with God in the title. So let's see how we go. It's also a multi-format edition as well, so hold on to your wigs. First up, we're going to go with the mighty Lipstick Killers with their 7-inch Hindu Gods of Love. Doesn't look like a whole lot of love going on the back there, but that's the way we roll. It's actually a jukebox 7-inch. Cool stuff from way back in 1979. Legends. Now, next one I'm going to pick is Nick Cave, and you would think there would be a plethora. That's right, a plethora of God songs. And yes, there are, but not many with God in the title. So I went with... Sorry, that was harder work than it should have been. His album, No More Shall We Part, which is a cracking record, and it has the song God Is in the House, which, to be fair, is not my favourite Nick Cave song. Pretty funny song though, if you listen to the lyrics. And perfectly, it's followed by a song called Oh My Lord. Righto. Another small-sized record by the mighty New Christ, and the song on this one's called Sun God. Yes, New Christ, of course, fronted by the mighty Rob Younger, who's lead vocalist of Radio Birdman before this cool Citadel label. Copy. Next, more of that Australian hard-nosed rock and roll from the Celibate Rifles off their great record, Sideroxylin. And I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but that's the best I can do for a simple fella. And the song on theirs is called God Squad. Detect a theme here. I don't think Australians are necessarily on the side of Jesus and his gang. So this is on Hot Records. Great record, great band. Next, one we all know and love, their second ever record. That's right, King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. And this is their album Eyes Like the Sky, which was the spaghetti western soundtrack to a film that doesn't exist, with spoken word story over the top. Fantastic. Broderick Smith, does the spoken word, and the Giz do the music. And they had a couple of songs on different albums with God in the title, but I like the sound of this one. The Godman's Goat Lust. The mind boggles. And this is, as usual, lovely Giz package, poster, sing-along time, and blue vinyl. Woo! Next, the Stoner Sludge Kings, Tumbleweed, who couldn't even be bothered to call their song anything but God. Yes. Love ourselves a bit of Tumbleweed. Cool. Tripped out drawing, as you'd expect. Check out my video of box sets. I do their 7-inch box set, and some of the artwork is wild. Nice blue vinyl. Righto. More Aussie legends. Venom P. Stinger, which was the band that featured Mick Turner and Jim White, who would go on to join Warren Ellis in the Dirty Three. But this is nothing like the Dirty Three, except for they have their wild, weird tunings and bizarro time signature drumming. But this is like an awesome punk rock record, but with quite a bit of skill in the rhythm section. And the song on this one, which has got to do with God, is Dear God. No, not that song. And this is a great Drag City reissue. What do we got here? Just some more sing-alongs. And just a black vinyl on that one. Oh, yes. The Beasts. With their, probably nearly my favourite record, Sour Mash, with another Sun God. Well, this is called Sun Gods, not Sun God, like the New Christ album. Last track on a fantastic record. Original lineup. This one with, Kim Salmon, Boris Sujovic, James Baker, the late great Spencer P. Jones, and of course, Sexy Tex. This is a nice red eye copy. Beautiful stuff. Right, now let's get back to the moldy format with the great psychobilly band from the 90s called the Fireballs with their album Terminal Haircut. How cool is that cover? As far as I know, these never came out on vinyl yet. Check those hairdos out. Oh yeah, not very often jealous of hair, but I'd like some of that action. And the God song on this, of course, Metal God. Can you see that? There we go. I think it's track number 7. Right, this one is by the mighty Lobby Lloyd and the Coloured Balls. The one of the early pioneers of Australian hard rock, along with AC/DC. He was also in some great 60s bands like the Wild Cherries and also the Purple Hearts. But this was 70s style hard driving rock and roll with their album Ball Power. And this is the vinyl, and a reissue obviously with all of the malarkey in the middle, but it doesn't feature the God song I wanted. It's the CD, which has got the extra CD, does, and it was their like legendary set finishing, mind-blowing 16.5 minutes, sometimes longer, not just God, but G-O-D, God. Yes. Mind-melting stuff. If AC/DC listened to Noi, it might come out like this. That's my 10, but of course I just can't finish without a special mention of Gore!